Was geht, Gäste? Wir haben den Baron seinen verdammten Schädel weggesniped. Beziehungsweise Anna hat das getan. Und jetzt erwartet uns jetzt wieder ein wenig Story. Also im Sinne von nur parlieren und sowas, wie wir das schon vorher hatten. Zweimal, einmal in Winter und einmal in der Episode Frühling. Das heißt, wer auf Gameplay steht, alle für den ist die Folge wahrscheinlich nichts. Oh. Gönnt sich erstmal eine Kippe.
I'm coughing. We've left those sands long ago, and it still persists.
Du musst aber nicht husten erst seitdem, du musst husten, seitdem du in diesen Graben gefallen bist.
It's terrible. In any case, I'm better now.
I hate to interrupt, guys, but you should come to the mess hall. The table is almost served.
Thanks, Stepan. We'll be there in a moment.
Wie schnell hast du dich bitte angezogen? Du warst eben nackt, jetzt bist du plötzlich angezogen, Digga. Wie schnell hast du das denn gemacht?
It's so nice. You know, Artyom, I've been looking at Stepan and Katya, you and me, and thinking how lucky we are. It was so different with my parents. It was bad. Did I ever tell you why my mom died?
Nee, hast du nicht? Hau
Of
raus.
course I didn't. It was because of Dad. He used to be even harsher back then. He used to come home from the barracks and reach for the bottle while taking off his boots. They'd quarrel, and then he'd stop appearing for a time. And while he was away, she'd start drinking too, and crying when she was sober. She'd feel better, would get kinda dreamy when drunk. You know how she used to call me? Just A. She'd hug me and say, "One day, A, you and I are going to go to Vladivostok, the city I was born in. And from there to a village on the ocean shore."
Klingt verlockend.
I was 5 back then and didn't really get much. But I could imagine that village and the ocean so vividly because I believed her. And then she killed herself. Drank some kind of poison.
Ah, nicht geil.
Father quit drinking after Mom's death. Didn't ever pay much attention to me, but with her gone, he'd never leave me alone. Took me along everywhere. We only talked about her a couple of times, though. I used to have this doll, Jana. I played make-believe that she was my daughter, and we went to the ocean together. Then my father hid it. Told me it got lost. He probably didn't want me to agonize over Mom's dream. Then I imagined she grew up and went to Vladivostok. And now I'm going. Not to Vladivostok, but with you. The dream came true. By the way, I was always intrigued by what Dad dreams about. He should have some dreams, so what are they? Higher rank? He could choose any. Saving people? What would the saved do next? Sit underground? I never understood him. What does he hope for in life? What makes him happy? Nothing, perhaps. He never really had any time to think about tomorrow. Down in the metro, those thoughts don't come casually. Here on the surface, though. I, for one, have something I want to do. I want to run through the sand barefoot. Build a sand castle for the kids. I'm imagining 2. A boy and a girl. The boy would be a copy of you. We'd go swimming with mountains behind us. Wooden houses on the shore.
Das
The
klingt
sun
richtig
would
geil.
wake us up every day, rising from the ocean. That harbor is our destination. Worth going there, even if we have half the world to cross. Everyone
So ein
should have a
schönes Haus in der Nähe vom See, alle
a point on
privat.
the map where they
Keine
aspire to
Nachbarn.
go, and where one could finally be happy.
Das ist nice.
Other guys have their own.
Ich sag dir ehrlich, ich sag euch ehrlich, in einem Haus mit 187 Nachbarn zu leben, ist nicht so
Damir,
immer laut eigentlich. Gut, meine Nachbarn, die neben mir wohnen, die sind noch okay. Aber du wachst halt auch schon 2 Uhr nachts auf, halb besoffen rumschreien. Ist halt so hier.
But eventually, each of us will find a point like this and stay there. I don't know where my dad's destination is. Don't know where yours is either. but I know I love you a whole lot. Go, Artyom. I'll rest some more and join you later.
Mach das, ruh dich aus. Nach dem Tockern, ne? Muss ich ausruhen. Aber doch, komm. Es geht ja eh um die Story, also gehe ich mal wieder ein paar Notizen durch. War nicht die, das haben wir ja alles schon. Banditen könnt ihr euch alles durchlesen. Könnt ihr einfach pausieren und es euch durchlesen, wenn ihr Bock habt. Ah, gibt's ein männlich und weiblich? Wusste ich gar nicht von den Spider-Bugs. Das ist viel Text. Okay, wisst ihr was? Kauft euch das Buch. Kauft euch die Bücher, die sind so geil. Echt. Wenn ihr die Story zu dem allen intensiver mitbekommen wollt, als hier im Spiel, kauft euch die Bücher. Alle ein Buch 1000 Seiten und es ist wirklich krass, es ist gut geschrieben und es fängt wirklich auch, der erste Metro-Teil, ich habe die ersten paar Seiten gelesen, es fängt direkt an, Back in Action, also direkt, man wird direkt auf der ersten Seite schon angegriffen. Richtig krass. Auf jeden Fall, Digga. Will ich bei der Hochzeit dabei sein.
What did I miss?
Don't you worry, you'll get another chance.
A moment of your attention, please. Half a year on the road, and 4,000 clicks behind us. We have been through a lot. Duke, Damir. All right, people. I do understand I can't keep it a secret much longer. After a careful study of the satellite maps we've obtained, and much deliberation, we've found a place we could call our new home. It is a river valley. There's forest and a hydroelectric power plant. Yeah. This place is quite far from densely populated areas, which, as our journey has proven, is important. We're about 2 days away from it now. So, congratulations, everyone! Yet, this is not our last order of business for today. Stepan, Katya.
Oh, rings!
Stepan, Katya, repeat after me. I take you to be my spouse. And vow to hold you from this day forward.
And vow to
For
hold
better
you from this day
or for
forward,
worse.
for better or for worse,
For richer, for poorer.
for richer, for poorer,
In sickness and in
in
health.
sickness and in health,
To love and to cherish
love and to
until
cherish
death do us
death
part.
do us part.
As the captain of this ship, I hereby pronounce you husband and wife. Live long and be happy. Oh, and
Prost! Oder? Oder was heißt Gorko? Ich sag doch Strahlenvergiftung. Von diesem Mal, als der reingeflogen ist. Dieses Loch. In Part 7.
Anna, what's happening? Be careful, people.
Ne, Part 8.
What's happening? What is it?
What's that cough? Gotcha. Do something. Please.
Don't crush her. Give her air.
Damn.
I'm sorry I didn't say anything.
What are you talking about, baby?
In the Yamantau, when they dragged me away, that Giul doctor said my lungs were falling apart. The gas I breathed in that ammo dump. Said I
How
don't
can you
have lungs.
believe that monster? We've just been through a desert and all that sand, so that might be the reason. Katja, Arthur, a few words.
Scheiße, Mann. Jetzt geht die drauf, oder was? Meine Frau! Er braucht Medikamente,
I'm
so.
alright, Artyom.
Anti-Uranium und so ein Scheiß.
I'm fine now.
Oh, Mann. Egal, grad gevögelt, schon Fisse abkrepieren, Mann.
So, son, care to tell me what do we
Colonel,
do
please.
now?
Let us not panic and think constructively.
Exakt.
So,
Schön,
Katja,
nicht
what do
badisch.
you think?
I think that trusting some insurance diagnosis wouldn't be wise. A move from humid metro into the desert with its dry heat and sandstorms is a stress for lungs.
Yes, I do think she'd be hit really bad right off the start had it
My
been
thoughts
gas.
exactly. Thus, first I'll check her condition to the best of my knowledge. Also, we're approaching the valley with its forest air. That alone could heal her.
I'm sorry to intervene, but did something happen?
Anna coughed up some blood.
God. Do you really think it's the sand? Sounds more like TB to me. That's for sure.
TB we can handle. We've got enough antibiotics, and air does help with that.
What if that degenerate was right, Katya? What do we do? Is there a medicine?
There was an air defense battery station in our village. Right on the brink of war, they received a new drug. It saved a lot of people after gas exposure and general poisoning. I'll check my mom's records and find its name. I think it was produced in Novosibirsk.
Right, Novosibirsk. Yermak, your opinion.
For Anna's sake, I'd go to the edges of the earth. As for Novosibirsk, it's about 2,000 clicks.
It's decided. We head for the valley. If it is suitable, we settle there. If Anna's state worsens, I'll take a group of volunteers to find that drug. So Katja,
Das
please,
ist ein Plan.
find that name for
I'll
us.
find it, don't worry.
One more thing, Artyom. I want no surprises in that valley. You are our most seasoned scout. So take the rail car, one volunteer. Go check everything out before we arrive. Let's go back for now. Tell Anna and the people to calm down. Poor girl. Now I understand why she was so down lately. Just imagine thinking about all that for so long.
So, what is the jury's verdict?
Stepan sieht auch so ähnlich aus wie Marcus aus Borderlands.
First of all, stay calm. The plan stands. We head for that valley with its fresh air and clean water. Then we go about settling there. If Anna's health,
Dad, please.
I repeat, Anna, in case you start getting worse, there's a drug Katya told us about, so we can go and find it for you if it is needed.
That sounds like a great plan. I'd also like to say this. Guys, please don't worry. I've been feeling pretty bad as it is for ruining the party.
Oh, come on, you didn't ruin anything.
I just brought myself down to rock bottom over that bastard from Yamantau. Though it must just be the sand and desert climate.
Of course that must be it. We were discussing exactly that just now.
Ja, sowas in der Art.
Alright, a toast. To you guys. Just be happy together.
To you. To you. Great toast. Whoa. Great. This is great.
About
Bit
us.
strong.
Easy as pie.
Ah, spielst du uns ein Liedchen?
Полковник Васин приехал на фронт со своей молодой женой. Полковник Васин созвал свой полк и сказал им: пойдем домой. Мы ведем войну уже 70 лет, нас учили, что жизнь это бой. Но по новым данным разведки мы воевали сами с собой. Я видел генералов, они пьют и едят нашу смерть. Их дети сходят с ума от того, что им нечего больше хотеть. А земля лежит в ржавчине, церкви смешали с золой. И если мы хотим, чтобы было куда вернуться, время вернуться домой. Этот поезд в огне, и нам не на что больше жать. Этот поезд в огне, и нам некуда больше бежать. Эта земля была нашей, пока мы не увязли в борьбе. Она умрет, если будет ничьей, пора вернуть эту землю себе. А кругом горят факелы, это сбор всех погибших частей. И люди, стрелявшие в наших отцов, строят планы на наших детей. Нас сражали под звуки марши, нас пугали тюрьмой. Но хватит ползать на брюхе, мы уже возвратились домой. Этот поезд в огне, и нам не на что больше жать. Этот поезд в огне, и нам некуда больше бежать. Эта земля была нашей, пока мы не увязли в борьбе. Она умрет, если будет ничей, пора вернуть эту землю себе. Этот поезд в огне, и нам не на что больше жать. Этот поезд в огне, и нам некуда больше бежать. Эта земля была нашей, пока мы не увязли в борьбе. Она умрет, если будет ничьей, пора вернуть эту землю себе.
This is definitely about us. There's even a kernel in it.
Yes,
Nice song.
It's time we took this land back. And one more thing. We don't want surprises like the ones we had on the Volga or in Yamantau. So we're sending a scouting party ahead on a rail car. Our team needs a volunteer to support him.
Me. Pick me. I'll check the hell out of that valley. Please.
Something makes me think that Alyosha is mainly going to check if there are any Amazons or women in general there.
So we're all set. Frankly, I envy you, Stepan. You got a full family, a wife and child at once. And you don't have to worry about diapers or belly aches.
Envy is a bad thing.
We're not the ones to avoid diapers, Colonel. In fact, we're planning to present Nastya with a little brother, if she doesn't object.
I'd rather get a sister. We could play with dolls together. I could care for her.
You could play Sparta and special operations with your brother.
Ah, cut it out, Stepan. God knows we've had enough of operations. I don't know about you, but I'm tired. I'd like to retire. Time to have some life.
You can't retire yet. You're too young.
I am old, Nastya.
You're not.
You said envy was a bad thing, Nastya. But what am I to do? Your mom has you, but my Anna doesn't have a smart girl like you.
Dad.
Don't dad me! A 20-year-old won't even think about children. But I would sure like to see grandchildren at my age.
Jetzt kommt wieder diese Sache.
QC.
Dual-wielding pistols.
Ja, Close Quarter Combat.
I could come visit you.
Of course, you're welcome, Nastya. The thing is, Grandpa Miller won't give up until he has grandchildren of his own.
Hear that, Artyom? I don't even know what else to say. She's beautiful, sporting.
Yeah, I'm Olympic level with a rifle.
I get not having kids in Metro. Darkness, TB, rats, mutations. But what about here?
All right, Dad. We'll get to work on solving your problem tonight.
At that note, how about a drink? To repopulation of Earth. To kids.
Yes,
Noch ein.
to children.
To children.
Ihr habt doch schon gesagt.
Like water. And one more toast. To the new colony. May it grow and prosper.
To the new colony.
Colony.
More women join it.
Alyosha, I never doubted you.
Yes, Alyosha. I don't think you should be worried about that. If we are successful, there will be people joining us. Honest, good people. I'm sure they survive too.
Well, if any bad people decide to show up, they'll be sorry they did.
Exakt, wir werden ja wieder
Oh,
geballert.
definitely. When we're done with the bad apples here, we might think of something to do about Moscow.
That's true.
To love.
This is great. Yes. Ambrosia.
Oh, this is rough. Stepan, play some more.
Stepan, could you give us that one? My
This
Boris.
heat is just unbearable.
My
I must
pleasure.
say.
Полковник Васин приехал на фронт со своей молодой женой.
Das Lied von eben.
Полковник Васин созвал свой полк и сказал им:
Ach komm, renn doch mal richtig. So, auf der Karte muss ich dann den nächsten Ort markieren, wo wir hinfahren. Also in der nächsten Episode fahren wir zum River Valley. Das war jetzt wieder so eine Filler-Episode, so nach dem Motto, einfach mehr um die Story kennenzulernen, die kurze Hochzeit, einfach nur so nice halt, ne? Sowas Entspanntes. Haut rein, wir sehen uns in der nächsten Episode.